Hey guys, what's up? It's 𝗓𝗲𝗶𝗽 back again with another video. I've always wanted to try out anamorphic lenses, but they are expensive. I know there's cheaper alternatives from 𝗁𝗲𝗏𝗃 and 𝗁𝗏𝗏, but even those prices don't justify my use because I'm not making films all day. Initially, I wasn't interested in using a phone lens because in my experience, stacking glass on top of glass degrades visual quality. But now that I can shoot in RAW, I think it's high time I give it another chance. Here goes. By the way, this video isn't sponsored. I spent my own money to produce this review, so if you like it, consider subscribing. It's free. Anyhow, here's my review of the Ulanzi 1.55xt anamorphic lens. As you can see, if you combine the lens with a good recording app and put in some post-processing work, it looks amazing. But I recommend sticking to shooting with the main camera with this lens because 1. It won't work with the ultra-wide. And 2, according to my test, telephoto lenses generally have trouble catching focus on distant objects. It works fine with closer subjects though, but I wouldn't risk it. Before buying this lens, here are some things that you will need to know. 1. Deactivate your OIS or else you'll have moving black lines on the edges from the sensor moving around. 2. This isn't a 21:9 aspect ratio, it's wider. So if you're looking for a lens that matches an ultra-wide monitor, get the 1.33xt instead. 3. Depending on how wide your main lens is, you'll need to crop during post because wider lenses will have more vignetting on the sides. Number 4. Make sure the lens is positioned upright like this on the camera. Also, you need to de-squeeze your footage in post. Unlike regular spherical lenses, anamorphic lenses captures your videos in a weird way, which results in the final video looking distorted. You solve this by putting your videos through a process called de-squeezing. Here's a quick guide on how to de-squeeze your video in Adobe Premiere Pro. Right-click on the footage, point to modify, click Interpret Footage. Under the pixel aspect ratio, select Conform to, and for the 1.55xt, I choose DVC Pro HD 1.5. And that's how you de-squeeze the footage. If you're not interested in de-squeezing in post, I suggest downloading MC Pro 24fps and shoot the video de-squeezed. For this, you'll need to tap on Settings, on Resolution and Frame Rate, tap with a GPU and choose your desired resolution and frame rate. Scroll down to GPU settings. On de-squeeze video, tap until you get to 1.55x vertical. If you're on an iPhone, the only option I know is Filmic Pro, but that app is subscription based, so I don't have it and I'm not about to recommend it, but you can try. The lens also comes with a 52mm filter thread adapter, and I love that because it lets you attach a lens cap, Pro Mist or ND filter on the lens. It's important to stress out that you should consider an ND filter with this lens. It's basically sunglasses for your lens. It helps block out extra light so you can record in daylight and still have that cinematic shutter speed. The main thing that's stopping me from using the lens on every shoot are the attachment clips. They're clearly not made for the S22 Ultra and obviously designed with some of the older iPhones in mind. I had to remove my phone case and with some micro adjustments, I made it work. But just know that it's finicky and it could be a huge hindrance if you plan to use it a lot. Also, there's a small chance that it could scratch your lens, and that's not a good risk to have. Just so you know, the lens comes with 2 types of attachments, a clippy one and a screwy one. I prefer the screwy one over the clippy one because the clippy one keeps falling off, but they're both not ideal. But don't click off yet, I have a solution. I've scoured the web to find 2 other clip options that make it easier for you to attach the lens. And again, I'm not sponsored, so if you think this is helpful, consider subscribing. Option 1 is called the apexel mount. I find that it's good quality and it's easy to pocket. Option 2 is a generic mount. The quality is so-so for the price, but it works better than the original, and that is what's important. Both these clips have their pros and cons, but it's important to know that I could only find one store that sells the generic clip. Either way, I'll leave the links in the description. Hope it helps. Now, would I recommend it? For normal YouTube uploads, maybe. But remember that YouTube is most compatible with regular 16:9 videos. If you didn't know, YouTube doesn't support end-screen cards on ultra-wide videos. If it does in the future, then the answer is yes. But for most social media uploads like Facebook or Instagram stories and Reels, TikToks, Snapchat, the answer is no. You can probably make it work by shooting with Filmic Pro or MC Pro 24fps to de-squeeze your videos while you record, but attaching the lens for every point and shoot scenario isn't worth the effort in my opinion. However, if you're a mobile filmmaker on a budget, or you're a creator who just likes the anamorphic look, like me, then the answer is yes. That's all I have for the video. I hope you liked it. I will see you in the next one. Peace.